tie down while I'll be playing, and then I'll yank on my tie. I have this neck that like expands when I play. I hurt myself as a kid, so I herniated my neck, and it happens to a lot of trumpet players. Dizzy Gillespie was the extreme case of this, and so I always forget. I'll have my tie, and I go to play, and it'll choke me. And I remember in high school, I was always very self-conscious about the way it looked, because you know when you're a kid, and you got this bullfrog thing going on, the kids are going, "Wow, that's weird. You're weird," and you hate that as a kid. But so I thought, you know what I do? And back then it was really hip. Bandanas were kind of in. It was actually hip to say hip back then even. But so I'd wear a bandana, and it would like strangle me. So that didn't work. I thought I could hide it, So my sister had this great idea. I used to surf when I was in high school, so I used to wear puka shells and stuff like that. Anyway, it was very gay looking, but I did it anyway. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean. The second time I saw Brokeback Mountain, I thought it was much more romantic than the first. So anyway, so she had this idea. You know what macrame is? It's like this woven kind of thing. So she goes, well, I'll make you a choker, like with this leather macrame thing, and I'll put some puka shells in it, and some turquoise, since you're kind of into that. So she made me think it's about this thick, and I'm thinking, wow, this is going to look really cool, So she puts this thing on, and then you kind of just clasp it in the back, and she goes, and what it'll do, it'll hold your neck in. She made it a little bit loose, but it won't be so noticeable. So I'm thinking this is going to be really cool, So I'm playing with my concert band in high school, and I'm playing La Virgen de Macarena, which is this big Spanish trumpet solo, and the ending goes. And this thing explodes, and beads go flying. So anyway, it didn't really work out. But I also used to have this weird recurring dream about it when I was a kid. So it used to freak me out. I used to think that my head was going to explode when I played. And it is the way I want to go, by the way. So if that happened tonight, I really don't want it to, but it would be a good way to go out, hitting a double high C with one hand and have your head explode. It would be great for the reviews. You can only do it once, that's the only problem. So anyway, I'm going to play now and shut up.